Hello everyone, this is Ramkeshava Jami. Today I am going to demonstrate my case study, which is online railway reservation system. I have built this web application by using Spring Boot as middleware, Angular as frontend, and for database I have used MongoDB. I will explain the flow of my case study using this architecture diagram. Here the web browser, it's used for view of our user interface, which is developed by Angular, that is runs on the port number 4200. I have used service registry as Eureka server, and I also have implemented API gateway, which is runs on the port 8150. I have identified 4 microservices. Those are user details, admin details, booking details, and train details. Those all had individual databases for individual microservices. For that I have used Mongo as database. Generally, all microservices runs on different ports. These are separate ports, that is user details can runs on 8089 port, admin details microservices runs on 8088 port, booking details microservice runs on 8086 port, train details microservice runs on 8087 port. But by using this API gateway, those all microservices can run on single port, that is 8150. That is the use of API gateway. There I have implemented security also by using JWT for admin microservices and user microservice. By this, the user only can get the information of trains and can book the tickets. And admin only can perform the CRUD operations of trains like add trains, view trains, update trains, and delete trains. This is my architecture. Coming to the UI part, this is the home page. As my case study suggested, it's the part of Pakistan Railway Network. I have given these logos, Pakistan Railways and Pakistan Government logos here. Here is the side nav bar, which includes new user registration, user login, admin login, and train schedule. Coming to the train schedule, irrespective of the role, means user also can search the trains here and admin also can view the trains here. If anyone needs to get the data of between the trains, like by entering the source and destination, he can get the data of the trains availability. Here is the back button. Okay, then coming to the admin login, admin can log in with his credentials. If the wrong credentials he have given, it will shows the alert as invalid credentials. Okay, if I didn't enter anything and login, it will also shows as invalid credentials. Okay, after successful login, admin can redirect to his page. Here admin can manage the trains and add the trains, like admin can manage the trains. If if we want to update any train details, like if he want to update this train, then those fields are automatically filled with the details. He can change the any name, like okay, it will shows the alert as train updated successfully. Okay, now the train becomes updated. Okay, admin can also delete the trains. Here if admin needs to delete this train, here it will ask confirmation, are you sure? Yes. Okay, train deleted successfully. The train will be deleted. Admin also can add the train. If we when he had the train, if he left with any field, it won't takes. The button is also blurred. Okay, We'll add the train with some fake details. Train added successfully. And also it will redirect to this page automatically. Here the train is added. Okay. If admin logs out, it will also ask confirmation. If when I go to there, there is no admin session, it will expire. Okay, coming to the users part, I have to register as new user. If I entered the existing user details, like I have also username already existed, try different one because it the with Madhu already registered that. Okay, I can give another name. It will registration successful. After registration successful, it will redirect to user's login page. By entering user details, login successful, and it redirects to the home page of user. Here user can also go to home page and can back to his user page again because he doesn't log out. The session will not expire. He can reserve the ticket here by choosing the train and he can book the ticket. Here the seats are 197. When I book the ticket, the fields are automatically saved with the train details. I need to choose the date of my journey and here I need to give the passenger details. Here when I need to give some data, here the validation source here email must include with @ and dot extension, otherwise it will not taken. The contact number also, when I given less numbers, then it will shows as like this. If I entering alphabets also, it will shows also. It contains only numbers with 10 digits only. I have given the validation like that. Okay, now the button will raises. When I book the ticket booking successfully, and it will redirect it to this booking info. Here the details will be here. When I click the pay now button, it will redirect to this payment page and we can enter our mobile number here. It will ask our OTP. When we enter the OTP and verify this, payment will be done automatically. Okay. After that, we can see the booking info here. Here, I have booked the ticket, and also when I see the train details here, the seats availability is 196 because the one seat has booked already. When I go into booking info, here is my ticket with automatically generated PNR ID. By this, I can cancel the ticket here by clicking this. It will ask the confirmation. I can press the yes. Ticket cancelled successfully. It will empty here. Okay, when I have to go and see the trains availability, seat availability will be increased by 1. Okay, this is my total user interface. When I log out, then it will ask about confirmation. When I go back, the user's page will not be there because the session will be expired. Okay, this is all about my case study. Coming to the application code, here is my 4 microservices: admin details, API, train details, user details, and booking details. The main thing I have implemented the security for user part, that is here I have implemented the security, and For admin also I have implemented the security by using JWT. The API gateway configuration is here, and I have also implemented Eureka. Here all the microservices can run in Eureka server, and I have implemented the Swagger also for train details and booking details. These are the main features I have implemented in my case study. Also for UiPath, I have used Angular Material and ngPrime as well as Bootstrap for design. In next version of my application, I will come with the presence of some extra features like messaging services and more payment options availability and perfect tracking of trains and perfect schedule, etc.